Hi guys, Bonnie here. Sorry if this is a little bit spooky. I am on my way home from work. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. -5 degrees. It keeps getting colder as I'm headed home. It was 0 when I left work. And yeah, now it's -5. I think the wind chill is -16 or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sorry that I did not get the Throwback Thursday up on an actual Thursday. It's been quite the week. I haven't even been on YouTube at all to watch anything, so I have some catching up to do with everyone, which hopefully I can do today and then this weekend. So I thought I'd put up for Throwback Thursday my 10 non-yarny things about me. We have some new subbies. Hello, hello. Thank you for stopping by. It just makes my heart so happy. So I don't even remember what I said for my 10 non-yarny. Well, we'll see. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will be showing you some crochet this weekend. Bye everybody, Bonnie here. Just thought I'd jump on the bandwagon and do the 10 non-yarny things. I'm a little late to the party, but that's how I roll. Like, that's number one. I am a procrastinator. Always have been. I used to study for vocabulary tests like 5 minutes before the test when I was in school. I'm the person that hopes they don't run out of ink running off from the printer, the paper that's due that morning. I always, in college, made sure I had extra printer ink with me or in my apartment so that and there were a few times that I really did need to pop in that new ink right away so that I could get to class on time because I procrastinated. There's a big crochet project right now that I'm procrastinating about that I should have had done a year ago, and hopefully I'll have that done by next month. I always say, oh, I'm not going to procrastinate, I'm going to get things done. Doesn't happen. It's just part of who I am. Number two, I like the cold. I know a lot of people have been talking about the weather. It was -25 degrees Fahrenheit on my way home from work, 7 a.m. the other day, -25, whatever. That just means I need to put on a pair of socks when I get home and keep my feet warm on the hardwood floors. I like the cold weather. I could not survive in the South. I get sunsick. I am miserable when it is way too hot out. So I do like the cold. I guess that's why I was born on December 21st, winter solstice. You know, you will not hear me complaining about the cold. You will hear me complain about heat. And if you guys love the heat and live down south or whatever, more power to you. You can have all of my hot weather. I'll take your cold weather. Number three, I am more of a cat person than I am a dog person. I love cats. And I know you've seen Molly the puppy, and she has claimed me as her favorite. But I have always had cats since I grew up. For as long as I can remember, and they are my first love. We have 3 cats right now: Pepper, Bolt, and Whiskers. So yeah, eventually hopefully you guys will be able to see the 3 kitties. We also have a rabbit, a lion-head rabbit, that's my daughter's, and a tank full of fish I am not too happy about, and some sea monkeys that we're waiting to actually see those sea monkeys. I don't know, that was a Christmas gift from somebody, I don't remember. Number 4, I have my pencil here because I messed up my list, and I don't want to mess up on the numbers, but if I do, I do. Number 4 kind of goes with the animals thing. Up here where we live in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, our house, the side yard is a forest. I like to think of it as the enchanted forest, and when we're outside, I'm not too concerned about strange people being around or whatever. I'm concerned about animals, wild animals coming out of that forest. Our neighbor has had a bear, black bear. We do have black bears up here. Oh my goodness, in this fall we had bear scat and bear prints, like paw prints in the side yard there. My husband said he heard the bear a couple of times. I'm afraid of bears. Like, that is one of my biggest fears. And that's because I like to watch all of those videos about when bears attack and all those animal attack videos. Well, knowledge is power. You need to know what happens, what's going to happen, or what you need to do if there's a wild animal or a snake or something. Anyway, we've had wolves. We've seen a wolf walk up our road. We've got coyotes.
And then the usual forest animals, you know, raccoons and skunk and chipmunks, squirrel. We have bald eagles that fly over our house, and we have snowy owls up here. I've heard the owls. I haven't seen an owl yet. We have really big hawks, the biggest crows I have ever seen in my life. Oh my goodness, these crows are humongous. They're like the size of turkeys. And we do have wild turkeys around. But it's those dangerous wild animals, like there's a bobcat, yeah, on the bike path that the kids go on, and yeah, so I'm always looking out for wild animals. Number 5, this is kind of like an embarrassing confession, but I don't know how to work a sewing machine. I watch all these videos about people making project bags, and they're beautiful, and that's why I crochet mine, because I don't know how to use a sewing machine. My mom never taught me. She would sew. She sewed beautiful doll clothes for my sister and I, from those Cabbage Patch dolls. Yay, 80s Cabbage Patch dolls. And she would make pajamas and shirts for herself and things, but she did her sewing when I was at school, so I missed it. I bought a sewing machine on clearance. It's called the Easy Stitcher. Right now it's down on the floor. It's being used to prop up the air purifier. Right now the air purifier is sitting on top of it. I've meant to open the box. I haven't even opened the box, you guys. I have meant to learn how to sew, teach myself sewing, but I procrastinated about it. And see those curtains hanging in the background? Our house is 110 years old, and we have drafty windows. Some of them are the original windows, like the living room ones. I can't show you because of the sun coming in right now. But those curtains are really long. All of the curtains are too long because we have a register system, like heating, whatever. Anyway, we have to make sure the curtains are up high enough so they're not covering the heat coming out. And I have been meaning for 2 years to trim the curtains and then hem them up, or see, I don't even know the right terms, hem up the curtains. But I know how to sew by hand. My grandmother taught me how to sew by hand, so I can do that, but it would take a really long time to hem up those curtains. Of course, I could have had it done by now. So that's the whole reason why I bought the sewing machine that I haven't used yet, because I don't know how to work it. I don't know, like, I'm afraid I'm going to sew my fingers together or something. Maybe I should do a video on me opening that sewing machine and actually like learning how to use it now that I've set it. I kind of keep myself accountable. Well, I don't know. Anyway, the next one, baking. I really don't like to bake. Like, I do not like baking. Why? Because I'm not good at it. It's a lot of measuring. You have to be precise. You know, it's like a science experiment, and I really don't like measuring. That's why I like crochet so much, because if you make a mistake, you can rip that mistake out and start over. That's probably why I haven't sewed anything with a sewing machine, because it's harder to hide those mistakes, because I know whatever I sew is going to be wonky. But I don't like baking. I'm not good at it. I like to get things done fast, and I think I'd just try to... I can't even make a box cake, you guys. The last cake I tried to make was for my mother-in-law's birthday, and it was like Betty Crocker, Pillsbury, just a box cake, and I messed that up. How do you mess up a box cake? I ended up dumping it in a bowl and putting frosting in it and stirring it all around, and I called it a mud cake just so it wouldn't get eaten and wouldn't be wasted. Again, my mother was a great baker. So was both grandmothers were great bakers. But I missed that because my mom would bake when I was in school. And I don't know, just never learned how to bake. So I take every opportunity for the girls to bake with other people. Like at church, they usually have a Christmas cookie fundraiser, and so I make sure the girls are right there around other women learning how to bake. And Nick, he bakes good. He bakes better than I do. He makes the pumpkin pies for Thanksgiving and everything. So yeah, I don't like to bake. Number whatever I'm on. Don't know. I have my degree in elementary education, and I have endorsements in middle school math and science, but I don't use, well, I use my degree, but I do not teach public schools. I use my degree because I homeschool all 3 kids, and the reason we homeschool is Common Core. The oldest 2 used to go to public school when we lived downstate. It was an awesome school, like awesome, and then they switched to Common Core, and that's a whole other video. If you guys are interested in that, shoot me an email, and I'll gladly fill you in on that. But they love it. They love homeschooling, and it's fun. Keeps us busy. And I'm mindful that my kids are home all day. So when I learn when I learn how to do the sewing machine, I will teach them. I will make sure they know how to bake. And I can't wait to make sure they can run the house efficiently. That'll be so nice. We're doing chores and all that good stuff. I am a vegetarian since the late August of 2017. I watched a couple of videos on Netflix and changed my way of thinking. Oh my goodness. The main one is called What the Health. And it's because of a water main break. That's why our water line broke in August of 2017. I took the girls into town and we had fun while Nick stayed here with the guys and the big machinery and all of that. And while he was waiting for them to get it fixed, he watched that documentary. I came home and he's like, I'm a vegan now. So I said, congratulations. What are you going to eat? Apples and bananas? That's all we have in this house that's vegan. And then a week later, I watched the video and I lost 40 pounds just from not eating meat and being mindful of where food comes from. We had switched to almond milk a while ago. So we do that, and I thought I was going to be sad. I'm like, oh, I can't have tacos. But we had tacos last night because they have great meat alternatives. Now, I've had some nasty stuff. Like, I tried this seitan stuff, and I called it Satan because it was so disgusting. It's just trial and error. But the girls are vegetarians too. It's their choice. And the reason I'm not vegan is because I really like milk chocolate and I like cheese. So maybe one day. But yeah. Number 9, I'm guessing. I love books. I collect old books. I have some sitting right here. This one. It's really dark. They're complete English grammar. I love them. I have some on display. I get them as gifts. This one was published in 1891. 1891. I probably should be handling it more careful. But anyway, yes, I love reading. We have way too many books in this house. Oh my goodness. And I try to purge the books and then I just bring more books in. I love going to Vinnie's, St. Vinnie's, and the thrift stores and getting some really good deals on books. So, yeah. Sorry, itchy nose. My favorite book of all time would probably be the Bible because I'm Christian. And yeah, so I love books, love reading it. It's good for the homeschooling thing too because we do Charlotte Mason type homeschooling living books, and there are books everywhere there are books in this house. The last one that Nick the vegan doesn't know about. Nick is my husband, by the way. I don't know if I said that before. We've been married for 16 years. It'll be 17 years this May. Whoa. That's a long time. Anyway, he doesn't know this, but I have been taking a professional organizer course that I signed up for online. I got a great deal because, you know, I love deals. And I am a little over halfway through the course, and at the end, you're a certified organizer. So maybe I should organize my books. I could not do that organizing style that everybody's doing now, where if it sparks joy, you keep it. Oh my god, every book I have sparks joy. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me, and I will be back later in the week, maybe even tomorrow, with a crochet video. I've been working on that right there. That's on my chair. I'm having a lot of fun doing that. It's a blanket. Anyway. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and liking and all of that. You guys are awesome. Have a great day. Bye.